Story 1. The Unseen Watcher. When 12-year-old Lily was placed in foster care, she thought life couldn't get worse. But soon after moving into the Petersons' home, she began to feel as if she was being watched. It started with small things. Toys moved from one room to another, doors opening by themselves, and the eerie feeling of cold air wrapping around her at night. One night, Lily woke up to the sound of whispers. She followed the voice to the basement and found old, dust-covered toys that weren't there before. Mrs. Peterson dismissed her claims as imagination, but Lily knew what she heard. Days later, Lily saw a shadowy figure standing at the foot of her bed, staring silently. The figure was of a little boy, eyes hollow and face pale. Lily screamed, and the Petersons rushed in, but the figure had vanished. When Lily described the boy, Mrs. Peterson's face turned pale. The previous foster child, a boy named Sam, had died in that room under mysterious circumstances. No one had mentioned Sam to Lily. From that night on, the whispers grew louder, and Sam's shadow became more aggressive, pulling at Lily's blankets and whispering, "Help me." Lily was moved to another home, but the nightmares of Sam's pleading eyes followed her. She never spoke about it again, but she could still hear the whispers in her dreams. Story 2. The Locked Room. 16-year-old James had been shuffled through several foster homes before landing at the Mathers farmhouse. The house was large, old, and creaky, with one room that was always kept locked. Mrs. Mather strictly forbade James from entering that room, saying it was just storage. But the muffled sounds of scratching and sobbing coming from behind the door said otherwise. One night, curiosity got the best of James. He picked the lock and opened the door. Inside, the room was dark, but he could see the outline of a small bed and a child's drawings on the walls. One drawing showed a little girl with a sad face, holding her hand out to someone unseen. Suddenly, James felt a cold breeze and heard a faint voice say, "Why did you leave me?" Terrified, James ran out of the room, slamming the door behind him. The next day, he confronted Mrs. Mather, who burst into tears. She revealed that the room once belonged to Emily, their first foster child, who disappeared without a trace years ago. The police had closed the case, but Mrs. Mather never gave up hope. Now, she believed Emily was trying to make contact, trapped in that room forever. Story 3. The Midnight Caller. Aiden was placed in the Harringtons' care when he was 10. The family was warm and welcoming, but there was one rule: never answer the phone after midnight. Aiden found it odd but didn't question it, until one night when he woke up to the sound of the phone ringing. Curiosity got the best of him. He picked up the receiver and heard a child's voice sobbing. "Help me. I'm still here," the voice said before the line went dead. The next morning, Aiden told Mrs. Harrington about the call. Her face went white, and she demanded to know what the voice had said. When Aiden repeated it, she broke down, confessing that their last foster child, a girl named Olivia, had disappeared one night after receiving a similar call. The police never found Olivia, but the calls continued every night at exactly 12:05 a.m. Aiden never picked up the phone again, but every night, he lay awake, listening to the ringing and wondering if Olivia was still trapped somewhere, desperately trying to reach out.